Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Camray and you're watching Camray Music TV, and I'm back with another Real Housewives of Atlanta review. This is the finale. We are about to be completely done. Reunion probably has 3 parts. But anyway, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe down below to my channel. Like this video, share this video, subscribe, comment, all just do it all. And make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Camray Music TV. So y'all, let's get into this review because it was an hour-and-a-half episode. And I'm tired, okay? It was a whole lot going on. I'm gonna just pinpoint a few things that irked my soul, the way that they chose to wrap it up. Production was working hard tonight. It was a lot of shady things going on with the edits, with the flashbacks, with the wrap-ups. I was like, was production on one? Was they really like, okay, we gonna put in this work for this finale? Because it was a lot of clippage and transition in here, or maybe I'm just paying more attention to it because I'm studying it now. I don't know, but it was a whole lot going on. Okay, so let's get into Eva. Everybody, Cynthia and Candy are at dinner, and Marlo and Nene are at Swagalicious, and they are discussing Eva's whole being broke type of thing. I don't think it's anybody's business. Obviously, the reason why it has become everyone's business is because of the bridesmaid telling Marlo, and the fact that she's on this show. And you know, this is the game that we play. Money, you know, exposure type of thing. But I honestly feel like Eva don't know what her living situation gonna be because she is on the run from this crazy ex. Well, she's not on the run, but y'all know what I'm saying. And then Mike Hill wants to live in like inner city because of his position and what he's trying to do. And she kind of wants more land. You know, they don't know what they're trying to do. You get married, you don't know what you want to do yet. You don't know if you want to live closer to work, further away from work. You're putting down roots. You want a yard, you want land. I mean, it's what people discuss, right? So the fact that they giving her this hard time, I think is just a part of drumming up the drama, and it's a part of initiation on the show. I just don't like the way Marlo was just being so shady. I'm like, her peach is just gone. It's gone. It's there. She has the ghost of the peach, okay? Because there's no way she's getting one now. Now, I could eat crow later on, but I just feel like she's been doing too much stuff to put all of that on the line. And I feel like she's been kissing up to Nene more, like that's going to secure her spot. But now the whole cast is against her. Y'all seen the reunion tidbit. Okay, so that's what everybody's talking about. We do get a clip of Eva and Michael talking it out, or Mike talking it out. And he's saying he's going to build her a house one day. And he is more than welcome to do that, y'all. I like this show for the drama, but I also I watch more to see all these different ventures that these women go on. Like, you flip your fame into businesses and events and book deals and drink. No, ain't nobody had no book deal, but having your signature sunglasses and alcohol, like that to me is about being an entrepreneur, and that's what we trying to learn from. So all the other stuff is just a nice plus, the shady stuff, seeing them dance and party, and you know, all of that is cool. But the drama, like about wealth, about stuff that shouldn't matter, that's the stuff that be getting on my nerves. See, Marlo thinks everybody likes it, and I don't like it. All right, so let me see who else was a topic. Because we're going to talk about Cynthia's party later on. So Portia's gender reveal. Now, a lot of y'all on Twitter was really like going in on her about crying, saying that she being sensitive, it's just a party. But I feel like even Portia being pregnant, I would have cried too. Okay, even if I'm not pregnant. I plan to have something, and it's like, it's not going how I planned it. I've had multiple miscarriages. All right. You know, this is on TV. I have all these people here. You were big up in it. You know, I had a vision and it just did not happen. And then on top of that, it's like, I mean, I understand Dennis got it together later on, but if you knew, this type of person I am now, if you knew before I got there, I get there, I'm showing you my blue and pink ombre hair and, you know, asking you how I look and stuff, clearly arriving after the guests have gotten there, we're gonna walk in together. You knew it looked a mess, so why would you wait for me to get there until you say something like, as my husband to be, as my man, why don't you take control of the situation so I don't even have time to react to all the havoc going on. He waited till she started crying, and yeah, he started to speak up and started to, you know, cuss people out, like, get this stuff together. Like, she wanted it this way, she wanted it that way. And you know, that's what we were waiting on, but it's kind of like, why you ain't do this before? She didn't have to walk into this. You could have said something to all of them to light some fire up under them. The crazy thing is that a lot of times these events be all put together, looking great, and then people be showing up late. So in this case, all of Portia's people was there on time. They was drinking up drinks, they was eating up food, had their popcorn and everything, but stuff wasn't together. So I understand her frustration. I understand why she was crying, because she wanted it to be special. She felt like this is their first child together. They're getting married. I don't know if they are married, because she'd be referring to him as her husband already. But it's like, y'all was really going in on Portia like it's not that big a deal. And then so were the girls. So the girls were like, you know, it's a party and we understand because she's pregnant, and when I was pregnant. No, it's not about being pregnant. It's not about being pregnant. If I put money and time and planning into something and then it doesn't go off the way that I need it to go off, and this is something that's very special to me and mine, it's gonna be a problem. And I may cry because I'm frustrated. She's frustrated, clearly. But whatever. So we go on through the party, and you know, it ends up, after they get through all the bumps and stuff, they couldn't put up the tent, which is like the main thing that you see at a carnival. So it's like, now it just looks like a backyard barbecue with different booths set up. So I understand why she was mad. But we did move on to the confetti popping. This is another thing that would have made me mad. Portia's confetti was blue. Everybody else's was pink. So it's like, you couldn't even get that part right. Or was it a trick? Like, let's get the gender reveal part correct, so that even if all this other stuff didn't go correct, I can at least know the gender of my baby, the whole reason why we're here. So I can understand her being a little irritated. Lauren was cute in her pink hair, and you know, Lauren already knew it's gonna be a girl. Cynthia thought it was a boy. Eva was praying for a girl. So it was a good event. Nobody even noticed that Nene wasn't there. Actually, I think a couple people pointed out, but it did not stop Portia's show, the fact that Nene wasn't there. And I need Nene to remember that. Okay, so you made it a point for some reason not to be there, and it did not stop nothing. It literally stopped nothing. And then Candy didn't come because, you know, she had discussed earlier that Portia was open with her and let her know why she wasn't going to her events, because of her friends, and she didn't want no problems. And we said that, right? We said that that's why she don't go to the events, because there's issues there, clearly. So she sent flowers the same way that Portia sent flowers to her event. Now let me see. I want to say that Cynthia, this whole entire episode, towards the end of the season, I don't know if it's the blonde highlights or lowlights or something, that color hair looks good on her. What she wore to the baby shower, it was sexy, it was nice. And then Mike Hill, he can't keep his hands off her. He always touching her butt and stuff and saying all these outlandish comments about, you know, they stuff in the bedroom. So I'm like, are they gonna get married? Are y'all gonna have kids? Because Cynthia's 52. So, I mean, 51 cents. So I'm like, I mean, anything is possible. Anything is possible, but still. All right, so Cynthia's signature drink party thing, okay? So Cynthia has she got contacted by Seagram's to put out a line of the peach Bellini, you know, under her, or have her own line for peach Bellinis, right? The wine coolers. And so she's having this party. It's gonna be like a tropical type theme, and the ladies come out. It looked like a good time. Looked like it was a lot of people there. I don't know what was going on with Michael Sterling, why he was is his name Michael Sterling? I might have just named him somebody. Oh no, I think his name is Michael Sterling. And he was in a full suit. Couldn't understand why. You know, Nene is the queen of kimonos, so she had on her kimono. Shamari and Candy were kind of dressed alike, had the same type of pattern going on. Yvonne was there. Y'all really trying to force Yvonne on us. She rubbed us the wrong way. She still be, you know, anybody that try to drum up their relevance from the past is just like, and for what? Like, so I think that's why people kind of just be over it. Yvonne, I don't know. Tanya was there. Cynthia obviously was there as her event. But anyway, the whole thing with this event is that Cynthia felt like it's my moment, it's me, so I can invite whoever I want to invite. It don't matter what anybody else think. Nene earlier was talking to Marlo at Swaglicious and was feeling like Cynthia was out of line because she was friends with Kenya and her, but she would check Nene and Marlo about things that she does or whatever, but she don't check Kenya about stuff that she does. I said, in our early 50s, this is what we concerned about. I just need to know, because at 29, I don't be concerned about this type of stuff. So you telling me in like, it sounds real bad, but in like 30 years, am I still gonna be on the same thing? Like, what is going on, Nene? Like, I tweeted, I feel like she just need to have a come to Jesus moment where she realized it's a whole lot of antics on this show. So we ain't even made it to there yet, so I'm not gonna spill the beans just yet. So she's talking to Marlo about this friend, like Cynthia has this friend, and we all know she's talking about Kenya. My thing is, Nene has a YouTube channel now. And she hops up on these platforms on her videos and she's like, I don't have a problem with Kenya. Very happy for her, but this, but that. If you don't have a problem, there's no but. So the fact that she's like carrying on about this Instagram stuff, it's like, but you was being petty for her baby shower on purpose and you said that. So, and because you know that you can do that, you know that she can do it too, like y'all do it. To drum up views, to drum up retweets, to get the blogs talking, because that's your line of work. If you want to keep work interesting, that's the type of stuff that you do. But anyway, she acting crazy about the fact that Kenya's there. And when I say acting crazy, I don't mean like just looking the other way, being nice, nasty, still speaking to her. She was talking mad mess about her while she's still sitting there, looking disturbed in her face, making comments to Portia, who she just had a problem with last episode. You know, Candy's getting uncomfortable with it. Kenya's ignoring her, which is different for her. And I'm just like, for what? Like, you look miserable. You really look miserable. Like, all the ladies are in there. You got Shamia, the air just cut on. You got Shamia, you got Shamia, Portia, Candy, Eva, Tanya, Marlo comes in later, Greg is there. You got all these people there, but you are so focused on the one person you have a problem with. Why do you just not focus on that person? If you have a problem with them, just don't look in their direction. Like, so I'm just watching and I'm getting annoyed because I'm like, every scene Nene just want to be catered to. This is somebody else's event. Cynthia made it clear. You know, this event is about me. So whatever petty beefs y'all have, leave it at the door. And clearly Kenya came with that mindset. I don't know why she came in that dress. Okay, you either be like Shamia all out, or you be like Portia, long and flowy and you know, stretchy. You don't be in no tight fitted dress like Kenya, girl. Like, I don't know if she was trying to, I don't know what she was trying, maybe she's trying to prove I still got it, but she looked uncomfortable. You know, she was clearly like swollen because she's like 9 months pregnant at this, 8 and 9 months pregnant at this point. So I'm just like, I didn't like the outfit. But anyway, so Nene just was just showing out. Okay, so we get to this portion where Cynthia goes up to speak. It is her event. She's speaking about, you know, thanking everybody for coming out, blah, blah, blah. And she starts doing a couple shout outs like, I see Ivana, I see blah, blah, blah. And I've been in this position before where you get up to the front and you have what you wanted to say, but then when you get in front of everybody, you just kind of just start naming people because she don't have no connection to Ivana. So there's really no reason for her to have shouted her out. But I think it was just she kind of got overwhelmed with the moment. Like, let me just name people that I see in this moment. So then she said Kenya Moore, which is like, this is a big deal for her to be out there pregnant, 9 months pregnant, and she showed up to this event. Nene was not being extra nice to her. Oh my gosh, this is such a great event. So happy for you. She didn't come in with that energy. So it's like Cynthia had to ignore any type of isms that Nene is doing so that she can enjoy her time. Definitely had to do that before too. It's like, don't come to my stuff with an attitude. You want me to focus on you and all, like the fact that you're upset, that's gonna take away. Like, people have to understand, weddings, birthday parties, anniversary type parties, a launch for something that you've done, a graduation, even a funeral. It's not about you. It's not about you. Okay, so Nene, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if she just feel hurt that she losing her sister, because y'all know how she is with her friends. She don't want nobody else to be friends with them. So there comes that point. She's on the mic, and she realizes, oh, Greg, Nene, she shouts him out. She's trying to call Greg up there. Nene holding her husband back like, no, he not coming up there. Let me tell you about awkward, just a mess. And so I'm just like, it's just awkward. It's just uncalled for. It's really uncalled for. And then Marlo with the Cynthia's calling you, Greg. Like, and Greg was looking like, what is your problem? Like, what is really the problem, Nene? So Cynthia kind of just brushed that off, and her green screen, she's like, I'm upset that she took that moment from Greg. I was trying to shed some light on him and the fact that he's out, he's feeling better. And clearly that's what it is. Narcissism. Like, let me make this about me. I'm upset because this person made a comment towards me and came for me, and you as my friend invited them to this thing. And even though Candy and Cynthia tried to set it up like Candy invited her, even still, she came for Cynthia. She did not come for you. Could not be bothered with you while she's there. She's 9 months pregnant, high risk pregnancy. Why would she be worried about getting into anything with you? She finally got her husband. She finally got her baby. People not worried about you like that, Nene. Not about like getting into it with you, especially because Kenya's not on the show no more. So it's like, what reason does she have to get into it with you? And even with the nice, nasty goodbyes at the end, and she talking about, is she carrying a buffalo? Like, it's just like any dig that she could get in to just seem like she's winning. You're not winning. You look miserable. Miserable. They end up leaving. They don't say nothing to Cynthia, and so it's just a problem. And I'm just noticing Marlo just kissing up to her. The girls have a good time. They dancing. It's all this fanfare for Cynthia and her big accomplishment, and Nene was not there for that. She just wasn't there for that. I want y'all to understand that when you have a friend who in any moment, anytime y'all get together, it's about their woes. It's about things that they're going through. And they want to constantly remind you of what they're going through and how they need support and how you're not there. It's like, it's bigger than anything that you can do. Trust me. Because you gonna give and give and give and give, and this person needs more. It's something internally where they're not satisfied with you because there's something else going on. So you can be the best friend that you can be, but overextending yourself is only gonna tire you out. So in this situation, Nene is upset with her husband. Okay, she's upset with the fact that he is sick. She don't really know how to deal with it. She's having to be a caretaker. She's not sure about their marriage. She don't really have no friend that has been through it before. So instead of, getting a caretaker and taking things with grace and being patient and understanding and not putting so much on her and on Greg, it's like she putting it all on everybody else and not taking any ownership. And I don't even know if it's really ownership, because it really seems like Nene is hurt by everything that everybody's doing, and she don't see her wrong in none of it. So I don't like to sit here and just go off on Nene like she's just such a bad person. But it's like, anytime that you can see everybody else is wrong and you are what's like the common factor with each different thing, it's like you have to take a step back and notice your responsibility in things and take some accountability about what's going on. So even later, y'all know this extended to an 1.5-hour episode. Even later, when they had this little meetup with Nene, Cynthia, Candy, Tanya, I'm confused why, one, we're having all these people when Cynthia's supposed to be Nene's sister. So why didn't y'all just go to the house and have a cry session at your house? Why did you need Tanya and Candy there? Because, see, it looked like news to Cynthia that the reason that they were there was because of a problem with them two. Cynthia's in a different place. because she's happy with Mike Hill, and it's a different happy than what we've seen. So it seems like she don't have time for the BS with friends that act like they're codependent on her. And that's what it is with Nene. It's like, I want you to myself. I don't want you to be friends with anybody that I don't like. I want you to only agree with me. Because remember, remember when Nene was the one who was wrong, Cynthia could never stand up to her. So I find it ironic and crazy that Nene feels like she don't stand up to Kenya. It's just backwards to me, and it don't have to be that way. Like, it really don't have to be that way. So I guess we're gonna get ready for this reunion next week. It will be a good time, trust me. I know. I'm gonna look at these notes because it was just, to me, it was only a few things that stuck out. They had the wrap-ups. Like I told y'all, there was shady wrap-ups. I'm ready to see this, the reunion, because apparently it went down. Y'all know this past weekend, or yesterday or Friday, Portia and Nene was going back and forth on Instagram. Nene was just looking bad. Just looking bad. Calling her all types of names. Calling her fat. And she just had a baby 6 days before, going off on her, saying, remember what I did for you. Ain't nothing worse than a remember what I did for you type of person. Okay, because they be holding on to that tidbit when you make them upset to throw it in your face. And that's that stuff I don't like. Okay, so anyway, you guys make sure you comment down below on what you thought about this week's episode, the season finale of Real Housewives of Atlanta. 20 episodes, been on since November. It's April tomorrow. Okay, so once again, I'm Camray, and this is Camray Music TV. Make sure you subscribe down below to my channel, like the video, share the video, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Camray Music TV, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.